welcome back. Okay, so this is for fire signs. What is my X fire sign up to? This is going to be for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I am going to be breaking it up, for each individual. So if you are watching in, this would be what your X, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius is up to. And if you are an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, this is what you're feeling about your X at this time. I do everything live on screen because I sort through the cards when I do the intuitive cartomancy. You can just scroll through. You don't have to sit and watch me doing the shuffling. And if I notice, I will timestamp the first sign once I begin doing the readings. Okay, so let's start with Aries here. What is the X-Aries feeling at this time? What are they up to? Aries, X-Aries up to at this time. Aries. What is the X-Aries feeling at this time? Oh, okay. Chill, Aries. Okay, that's Aries. Now let's go into Leo. What is the X-Leo up to? What is the X-Leo feeling at this time? Leo. Okay, Leo. And let's go into Sagittarius. What is the X-Sagittarius up to at, geez, Louise, at this time? Okay. And the overall energy here is passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Let's grab this here. Okay. So let's go into the intuitive cartomancy. If you're still chilling and watching, again, you can scroll through if you are. Aries. Aries. Sagittarius. What's going on? Guys. Let's see here. Okay. Aries. One more time. Okay, that's Aries. Now let's go into Leo. What's the X-Leo up to at this time? Leo. One more time for Leo. Okay, that's Leo, and now let's go into Sagittarius. One more time. Okay. All right, let's start here with Aries. Okay, Aries. Getting to know each other as you reveal your innermost selves, your bond deepens. Engagement, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, and finances and career. The overall energy here is passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay, so what I'm being shown here is that Aries could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and or a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay? And it's showing me here that they are wanting victory over gaining financial independence. And this could be involving a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, okay? So Aries is showing me here that they could be involved with, at this time, a air element, and they're feeling a lack of progression and a serious setback due to this person. And they're needing to take action and change in the social standing, either with this air element and or Aries is wanting to move forward with an earth element, but this earth element is the one that needs to free themselves from this air element in order to move forward. And Aries feels that they will be victorious with moving forward with this earth element here, but this earth element may need to free themselves from an air element, okay? There's definitely a lot of scattered energy surrounding this, and there needs to be a completion, a transitioning in regards to any other people's wishes and desires that could be affecting this relationship. There is definitely a desire to want to financially free themselves from this situation, but there's a lot of planning, and there's a lot of caution being taken with pushing things forward here. This is what's causing a lot of scattered energies, because there is some healing that needs to take place in order to move forward here with this Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Now, what it is showing is that, there could be a waiting here for a judgment to come in regards to a third party. And this is where the lack of progression is. But what it's showing is that there is going to be movement forward here. There is going to be a freeing from either a air element and or this earth element, and or Aries is waiting for this earth element to free themselves from this air element so that they can move forward with the earth element, okay? So you know your placements, but this is the storyline that's coming through here. But what I'm being shown is that there has been a developing here. Aries has been, developing a, relationship. And it shows that, time and energy has been given freely here, but they're not pushing things with this person. And this is due to the fact that there needs to be an ending with either an air element, and or this earth element needs to end this with an air element. And this is what's causing the setback. Okay, there's a setback here in regards to moving forward. And this is due to the fact that there's other people, that are causing the setback. This could be waiting on a judgment. But what it's showing is that this is, there is a victory here. There is a freeing of themselves in a financial situation also. So if Aries is involved with an air element and is waiting on a judgment in regards to being able to completely end, a relationship within their home environment in order to move forward with this earth element, it is showing that there is going to be victory here, and they are going to be financially freeing themselves. So their finances could be a factor at this time in regards to moving forward with this earth element, and or this earth element is dealing with a home situation, and Aries is, waiting for them to free themselves, okay, because they want to deepen the bond and they want to ascend to a higher level of commitment with this person, but there's just there's action that needs to be taken, and there's a lot of planning. They're being very cautious about this, and not pushing things at this time, because they want to be victorious over the situation, and they are going to be victorious over the situation. Because what it ends up showing me here is that there is going to be financial freedom here. Okay, they are freeing themselves, away from either this earth element or air element. So it's one or the other here, but there is going to be movement forward and there is going to be victory here in regards to working this out. Okay, it's also showing me here that this is something that has been divinely coordinated here. So this is basically working out karmic energies also in order to transition out of, this situation that they could be stuck in, and or they're waiting for their partner to transition out of the situation that they're in. But any sort of, lack of progression here is only due to the fact that there's it's like a waiting game. Like they're waiting for someone else to take action. And once that action is taken, they're financially freeing themselves. And also you're moving forward. Okay, like there's going to be a new beginning here. Okay, but there's just whatever this lack of communication is right now, it's also due to the fact that there's like a need for verbal communication. There's a need here in order to discuss what's going on. And this is where, opening up and deepening the bond, would help move this along. But at the same time, I'm just heavily picking up here that there's just a waiting game in regards to some sort of documents, some sort of something surrounding money here. And once that judgment comes in, then they're freed and they're moving forward, or this is the partner that Aries is waiting on. Okay, so that was for Aries. So now we're going into Leo. Let's see what's going on here with Leo. Okay, Leo. All right, let's see. Let's get your cards here. Oh, I'm stuck. Get a bunch of cards flip out. Okay, so we have give your relationship a chance, work on your partnership. Children can be a factor in your love life. There's codependency here. Addictions are affecting your love life. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. There's some healing family issues that needs to take place. And very soon there needs to be a clear-cut decision here. Okay, so what it is showing me is that Leo could be dealing with an air sign specifically and or a water element here, okay? And what it's showing me is that there's a need here for some sort of financial independence. And there's definitely something that's blocking. There's definitely some worry and anxiety over a third party, okay? Now, the person that Leo is thinking about, and or dealing with here lives at a distance, okay? And what it's showing me here is that there's this want for a physical return because they feel their feelings are mutual. But there's definitely something going on that's causing a lot of worry and anxiety and a choice that needs to be made in order to work this out, okay? So what it's showing me here is that there is a new beginning and a new phase of life that is coming for Leo, but they need to use their common sense and their good judgment in order to have this good luck and growth because they did in fact start a romance of the soul here, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Below that, we have deception. Someone is wearing a false mask, and I definitely have deception here. And then this indicates chemistry. There's a strong magnetic connection. There's a need for a heart-to-heart conversation and also freeing themselves, okay? So what it's showing me is that there was a start of a romance of the soul that is weighing heavily on Leo's mind, and they want this new beginning in this new phase of life. But there's some sort of loss and deception that is making them feel fenced in and sick and tired of an unhealthy situation, okay? There's also a need here for financial independence. Now, what it is showing me is that there were some negative emotions and unfortunate events in the past that could have also affected their finances. And there's a lot of worry and anxiety around a choice, okay? And this is due to the fact that this person they started the romance of the soul with, lives at a distance from them, which could in fact be this water sign and or this air sign, excuse me. So what it's showing me here is that there's these lower level feelings that, Leo's feeling at this time, which is like, unrequited love. There's like, feeling hurt, feeling snubbed, feeling slighted in regards to this connection, okay? They're wanting a physical return here, but they're feeling fenced in. They're feeling, all this worry and anxiety and getting stuck in their head about this person that they've had a complete ending with. But the thing is that their feelings are mutual, okay? And there's a third party that could be involved that is blocking this from working out. But also at the same time, there is a mask. There's some sort of deception here. And this is what's blocking from this working out and, moving forward. So what it's showing me is that Leo, in fact, okay, wants to give this relationship a chance here, okay? And there could be children involved. Leo could have children, and or the water or air element that they're dealing with has children, but there's distance involved in where they live, okay? And there could be some lower level, activities taking place. Leo could be, drinking a lot, or just, feeling down, or there just could be a third party involved, with this other person that they could be dealing with, and it's just a codependent relationship because the person they started this romance of the soul with stirred their romantic feelings, and yes, they're real and worth exploring. That's how they feel. They feel these feelings are real, and from what I'm being shown here, the feelings, in fact, are mutual, but there's definitely some healing that needs to take place. There's some issues here from the past, and this could be in regards to, just family, other people being involved, and this, it could have affected finances within a home environment. It just could have affected, the way that Leo was just feeling at this time due to some unfortunate events in the past. And this is what caused this separation and worry and anxiety here, because it's showing that Leo wants to work this out. They want a new beginning and a new phase of life, but they're stuck in their head over this soul connection because it completely ended, okay? But what I'm being shown here is that both people are feeling these lower level feelings over this complete ending, and both want to physically return because their feelings are mutual, okay? This was the start of the romance of a soul, okay? But the lower level feelings that got triggered, that caused the complete ending, it's as if there was just a complete ending. There wasn't anything that was discussed here. There could have been some circumstances and situations that affected Leo's financial independence, and it's causing them to feel fenced in. They worry and anxiety around this, and that's what's blocking this new beginning from starting. And or the partner that they're dealing with that lives at a distance, that could be an air element and or a water element, is what's blocking this from moving forward, because there's a need for communication, but there could be a codependent relationship, a third party that is causing this blockage here. But this is definitely a journey. This is definitely something spiritually connected here, because I have 3 cards indicating soul connection, okay? So Leo is indicating here that very soon they're clearly deciding what they want in order to move forward, but they're also indicating within this reading here that they're desiring for this physical return from this other person, and they're feeling fenced in and sick and tired of the way the situation is because there isn't communication. So it's causing them worry and anxiety and getting stuck in their head over the complete ending with this person, although they feel these feelings, but they're feeling deceived in a way, is what Leo's showing me. They feel deceived, and they want to work this out because they feel this soul connection. So basically what Leo's showing me is that they're deciding, they're choosing, they're making a choice on whether or not they feel their feelings are real. They feel their feelings are real, but there's something going on with their ex that is causing them to feel deceived. So what I'm being shown is that Leo could be deciding to free themselves from the situation altogether, and they're desiring for this ex, either air sign or water sign, to communicate with them, but there also could be gossip, and this gossip could have caused this ending, but it was about their feelings are real. So they're separated from this soul connection, and there's definitely some loss and deception around this. But what they're showing me is that Leo wants to work this out. They want this new beginning. They want this new phase of life. They do feel that the feelings are mutual and they feel their feelings are real, but there also could be children involved, and due to the fact that there's a distance is what's causing them to feel fenced in. But the ex here that's dealing with a Leo could need financial independence in order to travel and move forward. This isn't something that's being discussed, so Leo's feeling deceived because this person separated from them without indicating why, because it's not showing there's a reason why this ended other than the fact that there's just past feelings, fears that are blocking the new beginning from happening. Okay, but Leo wants a new beginning and wants a physical return here with either this air element or water element, but they're like making a clear-cut decision because this person has not been in verbal communication with them, and due to the fact that this person can live at a distance, it's almost as if they're waiting for them to, you know, verbally communicate with them, come to see them, something of that nature. But Leo is making the decision that if this other person doesn't show up, that they're just going to work on themselves and move forward, you know, on their own, basically, is what Leo's showing me. Okay, so that was Leo. So let's go into Sagittarius here. What's going on with Sagittarius? Okay, you got unrequited love, which we know is lack of love of self. This could be the one you've already met the romantic partner you seek. You need to make the effort. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type of expectations and worth waiting for. Divine timing is at play. Okay, Sagittarius, your element is here, but you could be dealing with another fire sign, water sign, or earth sign. Okay, what it's showing me here is that there is definitely a lot of evaluation before action being taken towards this new beginning here, okay? And you're feeling, Sagittarius is feeling as if they came into, you know, a union. They started a soulmate connection here is how they're feeling, but they're in lack of communication with this person. And this could be due to the fact that there was lack of intimacy within the relationship. And what it's showing me here is that this water element could in fact have wanted children, and Sagittarius, you know, there was lack of intimacy. There was also lack of communication. And due to the fact that this water element wanted to have children and there was this lack of intimacy here, they moved forward without Sagittarius. Okay, so this could be the water element that moved away from the Sagittarius. And this is what Sagittarius is thinking about right now. Like, Sagittarius, you know, is in lack of communication because they need to break down their established mind thought patterns when it comes to relationships in order to have this new beginning. But there's too much evaluation and no action being taken. And what it's showing here is that they want to make efforts towards this water element because they do feel now that they have this soulmate connection. But due to the fact that there wasn't truth and honesty spoken because of the lack of communication, this is what broke down the connection here. So now they want this new beginning, but they're evaluating on taking action towards the person because they are not in communication with them at this time. So they feel as if they've already met the romantic partner they seek, okay? And this water element could have fire in their chart also, okay, and or earth. But what I'm picking up here heavily is that there's something involving children and a lack of intimacy and also lack of communication that Sagittarius, you know, was not having with either this water element or fire element, or this water element has fire in their chart is what I'm picking up heavily here. So due to the fact that there wasn't efforts being made during the time that that Sagittarius was with this person moved forward without them, and now that the separation took place and they're not in communication, they're now starting to see what it is that they needed to break down within their communication and their lack of intimacy with the person. Because what I'm picking up here is that this water element wanted to have children, and Sagittarius did not, and or was just not intimate and communicating with the person, in a sense almost discredited it. And this water element wants to have children, so they moved forward without Sagittarius. Now Sagittarius wants a new beginning, but they're evaluating before taking action towards the person because they don't know what's going on with the person because they're not in communication, okay? Because this is what they're feeling. They're feeling that they're, both were feeling this because of the lack of the communication and lack of intimacy. So both felt not interested, right? But now Sagittarius is feeling that this is the one, and they're trying to figure out how to make the effort towards this person, but they need to keep an open mind on their soulmate because they're differing from their usual type of expectations. And because they didn't keep an open mind prior is what caused the relationship to break down. And the divine is, playing a role here. But what it is showing me is that there is a new beginning and a new phase of life coming for Sagittarius, but there's no action being taken. So they're kind of just stuck in this stagnant energy. And it's already showing here that the water element and or fire element that Sagittarius was dealing with has already moved forward with their life, and they're making steady improvements. But now it's as if the fire sign was too focused on finances. There wasn't enough communication. There could have been jealousy and possessiveness between the two. And this was due to the fact that they needed to break down the way that they viewed relationships and how they interacted in relationships. Because it's also showing me here that due to the fact that Sagittarius could have been focused on money over intimacy, it caused a lot of communication to break down. And it's showing here that this water and or other fire element was interested in having a new beginning with this fire sign, and they wanted children with Sagittarius. But Sagittarius was not working on keeping the relationship together and or communicating, so it caused lack of intimacy, and then it just caused the relationship in a sense to just break down. So now it's showing me that this water element and or fire element has already moved forward. So now it's showing me that Sagittarius needs to keep an open mind because their soulmate may differ from their usual type of expectations, meaning this person, the soulmate that could be coming into Sagittarius's life, has not already manifested, and their focus is on this past relationship, and they need to break down their established mind thought patterns. So Sagittarius, you have a new beginning coming, but you're not taking action within working on yourself. And the reason your relationship with this either water or fire sign ended is due to the fact that you need to change the way that you've been in relationships. This is what Sagittarius needs to understand. They're doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results, but they're not getting different results. So now they're feeling at these lower level feelings because the person left, but they didn't do anything to keep them there. So this is why the divine timing is at play here, because the divine is waiting for you to start taking action towards working on yourself and breaking down your established mind thought patterns and actually communicating and not communicating, okay? And not just focusing on your finances, but also focusing on communication, being truthful with your feelings, opening up, because due to that is what caused the breakdown in this relationship that has ended with either this water or other fire sign. Okay, so those are the messages that are coming through for my fire signs. Okay, if you need me, it's lovefromabove717@gmail.com, and I'm just going to keep continuing on with the X readings. Thanks for watching. Love you. Bye.